What is up, guys? It's number one Panthers fan, finally back with another video. This time, this is gonna be the first installment of NFL week predictions for week 16 as the playoffs are coming around now, and this is my predictions for week 16. Okay, first up, we got the Jaguars at the Jets. That's gonna be tonight. This could go either way, honestly. But because I'm gonna go with momentum here and take Jacksonville, I'm gonna go with momentum here and take Jacksonville. I think it's probably gonna be like 23 to 20 favor of the Jets. I mean, in favor of the Jags. Okay. Next up, we got the Texans against the Titans. This should be. I think the Texans can make this hard. Honestly, the way they've been playing against teams like Dallas and Kansas City, they've really put them to their limit, and they needed a last-second touchdown to win the game. Both times. So I'm still gonna take Tennessee here, but I think it's gonna be harder. I'm gonna take Tennessee here by an oddly low score of I say probably like 20 to 16 Tennessee. Okay, next up we got the Bengals at the Patriots. This is gonna be rough for the Patriots. Like, the Bengals defense is really good against the run, and that's all they do. That's all the Patriots do is run the ball. That's all they're capable of doing is run the ball. So when you can't run the ball, that's when it gets hard for that offense. So what is Matt Patricia going to do now if he can't run the ball? What, just keep throwing screens over and over against a really good secondary? No, you're not. Give me the Bengals. I'd say 24-13 Bengals. Okay. Now we got the Raiders against the Steelers. The Raiders against the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers here. Home field advantage. It's going to be low scoring. Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs are going to have a very rough time getting anything going. Steelers 17. Raiders 14. As the Steelers' playoff hopes continue. Okay, and they mourn the loss of Franco Harris. I think they'll be more inspired by that as well. Okay, the Monday night game, Chargers and Colts. The Chargers don't win by at least 17. Chargers don't win by at least 17. I don't know what to do. I'll say Chargers 31, Colts 13. Okay, next up we got the AFC versus the NFC matchups. Got the Bills at the Bears. Sorry, Bears. You're going to lose again. At least, hey, you have a lot of cap space and a great draft pick next year. And right now, the number 2 pick in the draft. You could really... if I were me, I wouldn't draft a wide receiver number 2 overall, obviously. But you got enough cap space to go after a receiver in free agency. Bills 28, Bears 17. Next up, we got the Seahawks at the Chiefs. Of course, I'm picking the Chiefs, bro. Okay, ignore that. Okay, Chiefs 30, Seahawks 20. Let's say Seahawks 23, because the Chiefs defense will allow points, but not enough to keep up with their offense. So I'm gonna say the Chiefs win 30 to 23. Next up, we got the Falcons at the Ravens. I'm not no bias whatsoever. I just do not trust the Falcons. with Desmond Ridder. I just don't, because they're playing another really good defense this week against Baltimore. I'm going to take Baltimore whether Lamar plays or not, as he's on track to play, which makes it even harder for Atlanta. So I'm going to take the Ravens 20. I'm going to say 20 to 10. I'll say 20 to 10, Ravens win. Then the Saints at the Browns. I think because of home field advantage and the Browns just having a better overall defense, I'm going to take the Browns in a close one. I'm going to say 19-17, Browns win. And then Christmas, Packers and Dolphins. The only decent game this Christmas. Dude, the Packers, if the Dolphins could run all over the Bills, I mean, Packers have a decent defense, but I'd say, and they could run all over the Packers too. Like that'll be no problem. And the secondary for the Packers is very inconsistent. I'm gonna take the Dolphins to win here. No upsets here. Packers playoff hopes are likely dead after this game. The score, I would say 26-17, Dolphins win. Okay, next up we got this game, the Nickmas game. The Broncos and the Rams. No. But I'm not watching this. I'm not watching either of these last two games. We'll get to the other Christmas game in a second. But this one, Broncos and the Rams. Really, Nick? That's the one? You picked the worst one. But that's very much aside from the point. This is gonna be a horrible game. There's just no way around that. I think the Broncos, they have more momentum coming off a win against Arizona. But again, the Rams, they're just hurt. But I'm still going to take the Rams. It's going to be low scoring. I would say 14 to 10. I would say 14 to 9. Rams win. Okay, next up we got the intriguing matchup between two playoff teams currently. The Giants and the Vikings. The Vikings just coming off the biggest comeback in NFL history. The Giants coming off a very solid win in which they probably should not have won, but they did win in prime time against Washington. They're currently the 6th seed in the playoffs. Minnesota's the 2. Again, I mean, not again, but still, Minnesota is just a better team, and they got home field advantage too. So I'm going to take Minnesota. They're just going to score too many points for the Giants to keep up, honestly. 29-14, Vikings win. Okay, next up we got the Lions at the Panthers. You know who I want to pick here? You probably know who I want to pick here. I want to pick the Panthers. And it's in Charlotte. I don't know how much that does for the odds, but as much as I want to take the Panthers, I'm taking the Lions. I'm taking the Lions 21-16. I mean, it'll just determine if the Panthers' offense can keep up with the Lions. The defense can stop the Lions as well. That apparently, as of recently, that's pretty hard to do. Okay, next up, we got the Washington Commanders at the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers have been playing amazing football. They've won 7 straight. They've only lost 1 since McCaffrey even got there, which was against the Chiefs, Week 7. That's the last time they lost a game. And I think that continues. The 49ers I think this is going to be a beatdown, honestly. 49ers 28, Commanders 13. Next, this is an interesting one. This is nothing for either playoff spot. Either team's playoff spot, since both teams have already clinched the playoffs. The Eagles and the Cowboys, and it has been confirmed that Gardner Minshew will start in place of Jalen Hurts. I don't know how much. I don't think that'll do it. I think that does give Dallas a lot more of a chance than it did if Hurts was playing. I think Jalen Hurts he's one of the best running quarterbacks in the game, and Dallas has had trouble with stopping running quarterbacks. Dallas hasn't had trouble. It's just the Eagles are that good at it. It's the Eagles and Jalen Hurts are always so good at getting a lot of rushing yards. That's how they beat you. Dallas, they're a pretty good defense, not gonna lie, but they just gave up a pretty hefty comeback against Jacksonville. As much as I don't want to do this, I'm gonna take Dallas 20-23, Eagles 17. Then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. As much as I want Arizona to win this, I am taking Tampa Bay here. If Arizona keeps it close, even props to them. I'm not going to be biased here. I'm going to take the Buccaneers by a final score of 28. No, definitely not 38. 28. 28 is going to be 20. I'm going to say 28-10. Okay, well that was all for my Week 16 NFL predictions. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that. Comment. See if I got any right, wrong. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully for Week 17 predictions.